I make my way to the front like this is what I want. This is what I need to supersede past the G's and past the B's. Hercules and the Hawk, destroy you with a thought. It's an X factor. Flip into the next chapter. When a slave be the master, I blaze at these bastards. But I'll be on, these bitches off. They talking about boss, they talking about course, they talking about force, they talking about sports, they talking about thoughts. It's cool to changing them. I gotta hate with niggas, it changes niggas to some angry niggas, for some angry niggas. Maybe my language different. Bottle a little liquor, we going to miss it. Send the fun, see a sister. Hoping this bullshit and twisted.
Vacation, y'all. Easy life. It ain't easy, but shit, it make it look easy, huh?
We're not gonna. You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what'll that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Protection.
Last night,
I ain't fucking with you just like you don't fuck with me, yo. You can suck my dick, bitch ass nigga. And you bitch ass bitches, all y'all motherfuckers died today. Nigga died today, that's that weight.
ASAR. I'm gonna speak my mind on this bullshit. If I'm going out, got a full clip. Who's scared to die, nigga, pull it. See these niggas fall on some hood shit. Niggas tryna ride, got a bullshit. See these bitches cry on some true shit. I ain't got no family, no fucking friends. Hit them with the now you hustling. Nigga know your place, you don't tuck it in. So say I'm living to the fucking end. Then living till the boys come rushing in. No fairy tale, no pretend. Is it a sin to watch you die? Just another zombie tryna lie. You're always hungry, never satisfied. That's why I keep a thing by my side. Just for you, knowing that it's me and I. Anything I want, I'm gonna buy. Call me a fiend, I'm gonna try. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night, day, and my wings and fly away. All eyes when ASAR walking. Y'all don't get this often. Maybe in your coffin, you could be the boss man. Now I'm in the moment and I gotta keep it going. Fuck the sheep and controlling. Bunch of weak in the open, make it speak on emotion. About the king and his motions. Gotta freeze like the ocean. Got the D's on the dope man. Got the P's on the ocean. Overseas they call me looking. I'm the creed from the broken. If they bleed, call me smoking. Don't believe on some notion. Never speak on spoken. Let me breathe, you be choking. Say hello to the bad guy. Come to me with your sad life. You breathing on me, your mask right. Eating off me, put your ass high. Sleep on me for the last time. Be some me, better pass by.
think is navigate. It's called navigate.
Navigate.
You know what I mean?
That means you get me doing shit to get to the shit.
In the jungle, better not fall or stumble or be lunch full. Bragging about your abundance will only make them want you. Don't fool. Where's this world come to when crumbs roll?
Gotta navigate, silence past the hate, no real plastic fake. No sale past the cake, no drink gotta take, won't feel out of state. Whole meal gotta wait, go still gotta break, no feel gotta date.
Got a time, got a tag. You could lose everything you have, so it's heavy with the lag.
Grace, you want the great, fake money for real. Trying to take from me and give me shit. I don't need a bitch like I don't need a snitch. So I be legit. Got a fucking tribe, put a touch high. Set up a bar, you was stuck alive. That's a fucking ride, I'm just wild. Don't follow these niggas who bottlers and bigger. They tolerant different, they shot of this liquor.
Drinking and thinking on how to take over the world. Navigate through the savage hate from these girls. Salivating girls. But I need a queen to navigate me towards my dream. When you get hate from both sides, the closed eyes and a low vibe, it shows. Or slow die with no high. Keep the heat close by to grow wise and no drive. Stress the whole time, won't have to my shine, I'm blessed in my mind. It's over the line, it's over the limit, but I gotta get it. I got a vision, it's up my head, that's why I gotta navigate. Don't say, don't play.
It's a state of mind.
Relativity shift is not towards you. Then it's towards some other paradigm that you had nothing to do with. And now your life force, your focus of your life goes into feeding that. That doesn't belong to you. Some of the illusions that you are now operating under, beloved brothers and sisters, is that your body is attacked by disease. That there is a cure for disease. That life is just a series of chemical changes. That food is necessary for the body to function. Ah, shit. They hated this, you know what I'm saying? Well, they turned this motherfucking fools up and doing this shit, yeah? I remember that, bro. They slapped us, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucking clown that we would never exist, but still, yo, we exist. And motherfucker, we be the
Sleep, nigga. These streets winner. Be sinners, to eat dinner. Gotta have belief in us, keep sinner. The black dot, you act hot. Your laptop, cash drop. What's a laugh about? What's a whistle for? Now you switch the horse. Man, menopause, break your doors over Mr. Pro. Nah, nigga, live it on. Let's to the wall, to the window. You be like, nigga, with my friend. I can do shit to you that be simple. Back to the entrance. Sleep, nigga. The streets winner. The beast in us to eat dinner. Gotta have belief in us. So we dinner on these winners. born sinners, it's all in us. But I elevate to God's state and elevate, that's why I hate. My soul they won't bind. I'm so divine, this is my state of mind. State of mind, stay on your grind. Hating kind of afraid of mine. Ready to die, ready to trade a life. If it's 89, everything be fine. But it's past 2020, can't play with this dumb. Gotta make this money. Cause old motherfuckers wanna shit on the name. New bastards wanna get on the game. Have venom in their brain. With a minimum to maintain. Talking about they real kings. They ain't build a thing. They don't feel a thing. Regardless. Harder. The hardest to the charges in his pockets. The real ones be targeted. They wanna take your place. They hate your face. They hate your grind. It's that state of mind. I've been looking for you. I honor and adore you. I had others soar through, but I knew when I saw you. Wearing that sundress, halo on your head. They don't know that they're dead, cause you make me feel so alive. Teardrops from my eyes. In sweet paradise, give me life, be my wife, be my queen. Short and skinny, short and thick, poor and rich. Then I found you, never doubt you. It's all about you. Does that astound you? It would be so nice, it would be so grand if I were your man, and you were my woman, and we walk hand in hand until our dreams.
saying? This is a New York thing, you know what I'm saying? Well, I got the sample from it, you know what I mean? So I got the idea from, you know, I'm from New York, so this is the New York sample.
All right.
I'm ready?
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Ride together.
Had a nice box where my heart used to be. There was no juice in me. Had to for free. Truthfully, I lived a life ruthlessly. If you can't do for me, you're to the breeze. I'm 2 degrees cold. Too many foes to expose. My got close and the temperature rose. I never had a real one come around and want build some. I tell the truth, I feel some. See, I was searching, thought it's curtains for me. Now I'm brushing cause I'm certain you're the woman for me. Never lose sleep, you good to be the coop pre. And that's what super need, exclusively no fiends.
All of my business, hand in my business, no hand in my wisdom, then in my head.
Me and my baby living, she's giving.
That real love.
Fuck is you talking about? Nothing came from the horse's mouth. You can walk with doubt. Hate when I bought some clout. Faking I tore it out. Patient I saw the route. Gaking I thought it out. Great I fought it out. So crazy and sorted out. Shady we wore it out.
I'm a little short today. That's all right. We're here. We are back with another episode of the Fingers to Fist podcast. Oh my gosh, what a special performance we just had. We have the creator, the visionaire, the more Vision 09 right here performing for us. And we are about to get down to business and talk music, talk history, talk life. Going live right now on Twitch. That's Ben from Bajor on Twitch. I am Chelly X Chainsaw on Instagram. And he's on YouTube, More Vision 09, and our YouTube is the Fingers to Fist podcast. We're on Spotify, and we're on Apple Music, and we're on YouTube. All right, salud.
Usually I'm throwing this back with the Hennessy, you know what I mean? I'm being finished today.
What was that? What is this?
That's red wine. That's red wine.
First, I want everybody to notice this. Look at what he brought. This is like...
That's special. That's special.
It comes in like a special strange clay container. I can't compete.
And you got simple with the.
Right, pinkies up, pinkies up, pinkies up.
You know what I mean? Shit. It's from the hood, but it's good.
Oh.
You know what I mean? In the hood, but it's good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, those
All right. So, what is your social media so we can be completely clear? And where can we find your music? And we already went over the podcast, but where are you?
So, so I'm mainly a producer. So basically, I got some stuff on SoundCloud and a little bit on what's that? Spotify, where it has all of, you know what I mean. So I'm branching out, right? So you'll be hearing my music soon, but I'm more like a behind the scene kind of guy. So those are the only two places you can find it, you know what I mean, and on YouTube. I don't really have too many spots. It's just that I don't do all that internet stuff, you know what I mean.
Well, that's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for people to stay away from media, to stay underground. But now you're getting your stuff out there. I think that you continue with the Spotify. We're gonna turn our Spotify into a whole crazy thing. There's gonna be seasons. There's gonna be special episodes. There's gonna be a lot of cool content coming through that channel, and it's gonna be yours because it's all your brilliant idea. I mean, so when it comes down to ideas, we talk a lot amongst ourselves, and we kind of got into it in my initial interview. You're like an idea man. Right. You've got a lot of things going on. You know a lot of people. You know how to do a lot of things. You are extremely talented in so many different areas within music, but then there's other things you do outside of music, and that is phenomenal. I think that a lot of people don't know because you don't really do your social media thing. You gotta be flicking it up, and you gotta be.
I know, but so at the same time, look, I understand exposure, like I understand attention, but to me, I'm from kind of old school where we moved in silence. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, that's the only way you got things done. If not, the haters coming. You know what I mean? And they'll stop you before you eat. You know what I mean?
So speaking of, where your roots are, real G's move in silence like lasagna. I know. This is gonna be hard to conduct an interview with a real G because a lot of things can't be said. But tell me what you can about your hometown and your what about it made you who you are.
What shit?
Where are you from?
All right, so listen, look, so that look, I'll big up where I'm from because it made me, right? You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, it made me, right? So I'm from the Bronx, but I'm from, you know what I'm saying, two areas, like I'm from, like, we call it North Bronx, and you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of South Bronx. So basically, I had the both worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm from, you know what I'm saying. I lived in Baychester, and I also lived in Fordham Road. So if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I've been, you know what I'm saying, around Bronx, Brooklyn, and my family's from Harlem. So basically, like 135th, 132nd. So really, that's where I got that different flavor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, to me, music, like, or a good meal. Sometimes you can combine some shit and make some new shit. You know what I mean? So that's really, I seen a lot, you know what I mean? I've really seen a lot on in the music aspect. I seen a lot of rappers, you know what I mean? Like people that was, like, all right, me and you here right now, right?
Yeah.
But tomorrow, you may be in California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people flew the coop. A lot of people branched out. And it all started from humble beginnings.
Yeah. But that's the great part about it. So, so some people, saying, they look to stars. I'm like, we are stars within. You know what I mean? Like, we can do whatever we want. It's nothing holding you back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Except yourself.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing about being from New York State. I think. Oh, hey, nerd, what's up? Sorry, we got some people in the group in the chat on live. I was gonna say, before I got interrupted in the chat, that's the beautiful thing about being from New York. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. So a lot of hard knock, a lot of real G's, a lot of really deep and smart people branch out and bring that culture and that connection across the globe. And that's beautiful. And you're one of those people, and you know those people. That's who you rock with. So the topic is, thank you for joining us on Twitch. The topic is More Vision 09, the creator and producer of the Fingers to Fist podcast. So thank you for just joining us. Moving on. All right, so the people that you who's the most, let's go there. I'm just gonna do the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Who is the biggest person you grew up with? Who is the biggest person you drop their name right now? Do it.
See, I hate that. Like growing up, like
do it.
Or knowing, like,
do it.
Growing up wise.
Sure, growing up, people before they were even big, before you popped off and everybody else popped off, back in the day, shit. How about that?
Damn. All right. So okay. So this is the biggest, right? This is the biggest person, right? You know what I'm saying? But everybody might not know. You know what I'm saying? But it's Mark Pitts, right? So he went to my school. So Mark Pitts is he's the one that really, you know, did the Uptown, you know what I'm saying, stuff like so we actually went to the same school. So I went to school at LaGuardia. So it was Cockroach, the dude from, I mean, it's so many people, you know what I'm saying? So me and Omar Epps, you know what I'm saying? But we used to chill, you know, me and Marlon Wayans. The dude. Wow. So, you know, there's a lot of actors, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of, like, people I got to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a lot. Like, I mean, LaGuardia was a school that allowed me to, you know what I'm saying, to know a lot of the people, right? But at the same time, like, since, you know, like I was on the streets, you know, Harlem, you know, so you get to meet some other people. So, like, when you say the biggest, I'm like, you know, so okay, so people might say like Jay-Z, right? But I'm like, yeah, but
you knew Jay-Z?
Not so before Jay-Z was Jay-Z, right? So I was, you know, saying I was in the music industry. So basically, it's like, I hung out with this guy named Ski. So Ski's from North Carolina. Ski's the one that produced Jay-Z's album. So and Clark Kent's thing. So Clark Kent knew me from, you know, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hate to throw names, but so I got to meet Jay-Z. I got to meet Dame Dash, right? And this is before, so they just, you know, walking around. But it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I got to meet. But like, so growing up, red light, green light, you know what I'm saying, is you know, like, I mean, red light, you know, I can't say, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I've been to motherfuckers' houses, and, you know what I'm saying, chilling, eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we did business, we chilled, like, you know, that's New York, you know what I mean?
I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I don't like that, you know, I don't, you know. Yeah.
You knew I was gonna come in with the heavy hitter questions. I'm not gonna throw you softballs just because you're my boss. I'm not gonna throw you softballs.
But, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we and we're like,
shoot,
we don't do that. We don't really do that though. You know what I'm saying? I kind of explain, like, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
No, you don't have to. You really don't have to, and you did not. I didn't make you, but I brought it up because we're live and it's on the spot, and we do not prepare questions in advance. Sometimes we do, but we really are off the cuff.
It's freestyle.
Freestyle up in here.
1 2 1 2. You know what I mean?
So we're in here doing it the like the Wild West, right. All right, the Wild fucking East over here. Mm-hmm. Ooh, my battery. We're back. So, all right, on the topic of the past, where would you say your motivation to come into the music industry, the creative industry, start? Where would you say, or perhaps who would you say drew you in, or did you say like see somebody do it and you said I could do that too?
So this is the real funny part, right? So the first time I heard rap, you know what I'm saying, was in Project Eagle, right? My cousin. So who really I fell in love in, you know, at that point, right? So basically, you know, my mom used to rap.
Really?
So my mom's so basically, you know, when we talk, I'm like, nah, yo, they always been doing it. So she stopped later, you know what I mean? But I remember going to shows and she was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
So we, you know, we met like some of the pioneers. Like it's like nah, they know our family. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just you can see them. You know, you see them at events. We sit there and talk like, oh, that's so they know you. They be like, oh, I remember you was in diapers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's great. That's amazing to have a parent be an artist, your mom especially. That's really impactful. And then you're in diapers in the mix, growing up surrounded by creativity. That's like a dream. You know, that's really awesome. Some people would say that they wish they had that life, and
it comes with a good and bad. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like you know. So now I desire, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, right? So basically, you know, people don't like it, but now you gotta go to these jams, right?
Right.
So you go to jams. When you go to jams, people get killed.
Right? Oh, right.
You know
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So basically, it's like
it's a dangerous life.
Yeah, you had to like you really like now
rap life.
Yeah. So now people, you know what I'm saying, they rap it like before you really, if you was going out, you knew your life was in jeopardy. You know what I mean? So now it's more like, you know, it's a entertaining thing, but it's before us it was like nah.
It was real shit, not rap, not talk shit. It was not the.
Yeah.
Thank you for that clip, guys. We have another clip up on my Twitch, Ben from Bajor. One of our audience members decided to keep a clip. We can go back and we'll add it in post to the YouTube. You guys can watch it for yourselves. Okay. Let's go down the list of things you do. Go ahead and tell us the list of your abilities and you know, not just music and production and video and production. What can you do? What do you do? Tell us.
Well, I can do what I you know, so I try to do what I put my mind to. So you know what I'm saying. So basically, like I can play instruments. I can play drums. You know, so I can play keyboard. You know what I mean. You know, I can draw. That's what I actually went to school for. You know, art and
He actually drew everything in the studio.
No, I didn't. Hell no. You know what I mean? Shit, I gave that up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I gave it up, and now I do. You know, I write. Right, so I write books now. You know, and I do also audio books, which is coming soon. Like it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Watch. So and basically like, so I had another skill. So basically, you know, in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say, you know, people talk about hip hop, but like now y'all forget, yo, hip hop with us was dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like so now, you know, they excluded. I'm like, nah, bro. We had background. Yo, we was so basically like that. What that did, that helped me in the industry too. So basically, like I didn't have to talk. I just had to move, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, when you let your boogie and so forth. So yeah. So basically, you know, but I got better. You know what I mean? And basically now, I get to meet these people. We're going to those jams, and basically like on. So I get to meet Foosnickens, Tribe Called Quest. So it's a bunch of artists that, you know, I'm in some videos, right? So it's just dancing, right? And I'm from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So well, you know, people thought, you know, we was rich. You know, saying they see us on TV, and we going right back to the hood. Like, nigga, we broke. You know what I'm saying? Broke. We just sat there 10 hours and broke, right? But it you know, it's like, but sometimes you gotta. I say you gotta sacrifice that. We understood that. Like, now we ain't gonna be instant millionaires.
Yeah.
We got to make connections. You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't born with that. So I really got to meet, you know what I'm saying, great art. You know, broad bass and audio too, and then. You get to see Big Daddy Kane. Oh, it was just a bunch, right? So I could say the biggest, you know what I'm saying, the biggest artist, you know what I'm saying, I worked on the tour, right, was Keith Sweat.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. So
there it is. That's who I was wondering.
What?
I was waiting for it.
Well, I ain't the biggest. I'm saying for the tour, right? So I early in life, I got asked to go to, you know what I'm saying, tour in high school, but I'm like, nah, I want to finish with high school. That was in Germany. I wasn't ready for it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand this, you know, this whole dancing, you know what I'm saying, and getting paid. Like, what? Well, we just hood dudes, you know what I mean? So, but it was a great experience. Met great people, you know what I'm saying? Met Jermaine Jackson, you know what I'm saying? New Edition. It was a a bunch, you know what I mean? It was, it was great to really, you know what I'm saying, to meet these people, and I'm glad I did this experience. So in the aspect, I mean, that's life, you know what I mean?
Wow. So I didn't know, so I learned something new. I didn't know you were a dancer. Yeah. I didn't know.
So my knees hurt.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I was, you know what I mean? It was like, he hit the floor. See if it was real. You know what I'm saying? Just in the 90s, we was just
back in the day. I mean, I can see that. No, and I've seen some of your features. I've seen some of the things you've been featured in, and I did not realize that you were doing it big like that. That is a lot. You've got a lot on your plate. In fact, one of the ways that I think I first met you through someone else in the music industry. Shout out to young Queasy the Stoner. Shout out to my man's.
He's doing his thing.
My brother.
Doing his thing.
In LA, doing his shit right now as we speak. Thank you, Pop Off. So, long story short, through him, I met you, and I can't recall exactly what happened, but I remember seeing you another time after I met you, and you gave me one of your books.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Got that, yeah.
He gave me one of his books, and I read that book, and I didn't get his number. I didn't see him again. And I was like, I gotta find that man. Like, he wrote a really good book. It was like some gangster shit. It was some hood shit. It was a really interesting book. And I actually, getting to meet somebody who wrote that was impressive to me. So I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to be a part of this. This is cool. Then I seen you another time.
But I saw her.
Then he saw me. I didn't recognize him because he looked different. He was on his mad scientist shit, and he looked really different.
I be doing that. I go through that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? You know when they say you're in the lab, bro. On some real science, crazy science. You gotta be like that, bro.
He was on his mad scientist shit, and I was like, who is this? Oh. And next thing you know, this podcast was already popping off, and I was like, I would love to be a part of it. Let's do it. That's all she wrote. And to be continued. That's a really, I'm glad we met through music, because the places that we're headed are going like beyond music. And the book that I'm going to help write is going to go crazy. The things that are in the lab here, the studio, the things that we have, like cooking in the pot or whatever you want to call it, how you want to put it, it's all positive, it's all spiritual, it's all life-changing, and it's all going to be phenomenal. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. Do you have albums of music? Do you have EPs? Do you have releases?
Well,
do you have mixtapes?
Well, okay.
What do we have?
Okay, so like I told you, everything I did, right? It was a different time. We didn't have our stuff on what's the name. So basically, I did my album back in the days, and basically, like, I was supposed to get a deal, but I didn't really like the deal, right?
With who?
Sony. With Sony. I remember, saying, like, but they wanted me to be, like, it was different. Like, they was telling you how, I'm like, I do what I want. I was reckless and young, you know what I mean? But I knew what I wanted. I wanted freedom, you know what I mean? So, but I did, I did a couple people's album, and I did my brother's album, Fast Life. Like, he was one of my first artists. And then, people uptown knew him, you know what I mean? In North Carolina. So then, I had a couple groups in New York. And I came down here.
But you didn't drop no albums, you didn't drop no mixtapes.
Well,
you didn't drop no cassettes. You ain't got no cassettes.
Nah, yeah, we did, but we sold them. You know what I'm saying? So I got, I got like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? But it's like in the
I'm gonna need some of those. I'm gonna need some of those cassettes. I got my cassette player. I have a cassette player still. old enough to have one. That's fine. But we're gonna be. You have any CDs?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah. So we're gonna review those. I will get back to you. I'll let you guys know. It's gonna be amazing, anyways, because old school shit rocks. That's actually how we function. That's our vibe up in here. We're down with the lo-fi. We're down with the vintage. We're down with the old school. We're down with the roots of how we got here, where it started. We fuck with that shit.
So that's what I'm trying to like. So I'm trying to bring it home. This podcast here, I'm trying to bring it home, right? So that's what I'm trying to build up to, because I got people that's home that's like originators, and they and they would love to come on this. You know what I'm saying? So,
they're coming on this anyway. Yeah, they're coming on.
I know. So they waiting. They like, when? I'm like, yo, you know, bro, technology, bro. You know what I mean? My hand is in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but trust me, like, you know. Like they want the exposure, you know what I'm saying?
One of our biggest issues actually on the podcast is the wait list. It is, I mean, he was on a wait list. He's the guy who created this, and he's on the wait list.
So it be like that. It be like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's a sacrifice. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know what I mean? Like it's so, you know, I have my time. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm going like, nah, let them shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And everybody has their season. And you know, what is it? Good things come to those who wait. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, moving forward, I'm gonna grab those cassettes and I'm gonna post them all over social media as soon as I get my. I'm not sleeping on the cassettes, man. Like, no, seriously. You have a lot of music unreleased and released. Yeah. What? Not just music, videos. You have music videos. You have a lot of treatments. You have a lot of visualizations and other things that are unreleased. And books. What is your favorite overall artistic creation?
Favorite?
That you have not shared with the public?
My favorite one that I'm doing?
Yeah, that you've got, right?
Oh no. Like, you know, so like...
Share. Give us a teaser. Give us a teaser.
So basically, right... I'm like I'm saying, I'm doing these books, but the books are only one step to it, right? So you know, I hope that you could be an actress in, you know what I'm saying, in one of these books, right? So this I'm trying to make it visual, right? You know what I mean? Just like so I do audiobooks, but this is not like you ever seen, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so with audiobooks, I have a lot of stuff implemented in it, you know what I'm saying? So I actually want to put the like, so it's like a silent movie, right? So the actors don't have to speak.
Oh, that's genius. I don't know if you guys caught that, but that's what I've been saying. This is what I said at the concert too. It's ahead of its time. Even though it's a homage and it's something from the past, a silent movie, a silent film, that's ahead of its time. If you can pull that off in 4K,
I wanted to put that shit in 3D. I wanted to put that shit in 3D. Matter of fact, I wanted the metaverse is some shit I welcome. Like, come in, right?
Yo, Queasy just did a freaking concert in the metaverse. I gotta get in the metaverse. I gotta get this podcast out of this studio and in the metaverse. We're gonna start doing metaversal, is it meta-universal? Metaverse? Never mind. We're going to do metaverse stuff, content. All right, Mark? Yeah. Listen now, Zuck. I'm coming for your metaverse, bro.
Smart, bro. Smart.
Yeah, so a question that I always ask. This is one question I always ask. Yeah. I think you know what's coming. Oh, pick 3 artists dead or alive that you would love to collaborate with.
Oh, yeah. So on the real...
You want to do 3 dead, 3 alive? Because I usually, if it's hard to like that, we can do 3.
I mean, because I'm all right. So you know, like so.
And if you've already collaborated with them, that's okay too.
No. So I'm talking about like for my generation. So for me, I'm like so, and that might sound weird. So one is Jimi Hendrix, right? Right.
We got the man. His picture's right there. His picture's right there. I'm looking right at it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you know, but so I'm gonna put Jimi Hendrix, right, and then Jim Morrison at the same time, right? Cause that motherfucker kind of, you know what I'm saying, got on stage just you know, I'm like, yo, that's some powerful shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm like, because I want to see that energy, that rawness. You know what I mean? Like people are angry, but I'm like, nah, there's a certain, you know what I'm saying, certain way to do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on like, so basically, I think Quincy Jones, right? Is because
that's a good one.
Yeah, so,
that's a good one. Valid. Because I don't know who Jim Morrison is, but that's valid.
You know who Jim Morrison is?
No, I'm so
From the
sorry.
Doors?
From the who?
The Doors. From the Doors.
Who's?
The Door. Oh, man. Is it all? So Jim Morrison, they made a whole movie.
The Who?
No, the Doors.
Guys, look,
They made a whole movie.
Can we just accept the generational gap here and just
Jim Hendrix and not the Jim Morrison? I mean, yeah, Jim Morrison. They made a whole movie.
What's the movie called?
The Doors.
Is it the band? The band's called The Doors,
Yes.
or the movie?
Yes, both.
Both. Okay.
Both. Yeah. It was a great movie. I mean, it was inspirational.
If you know who The Doors are, go ahead and comment in the chat so we know that I'm just the only person who doesn't know who that is, who Jim Morrison is. But I believe that he's a great, talented man, anyways. Because
he's a visionary. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen.
He got the recommendation from Keith Sweat's backup dancer.
Listen. This dude, right? In the 70s, he knew that we was gonna be sitting in the studio, one person making music. In the 70s, he knew that.
Okay.
No, you.
I mean,
that was unheard.
How did he? Who did he tell? Where did he say that?
On those interviews.
I'll have to do some research.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the cassette. I got homework to do.
We're gonna do YouTube, and I'm gonna show you just a little bit after that.
They don't know in the chat. They don't know who that is. What? So I'm gonna get some cassettes. I got some homework to do. And
set the night for. Anyway,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What new?
The generation is like.
No, but if you know Jimi Hendrix.
I know Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is still making stuff that I listen to.
So Quincy Jones is old. He's about
like,
the age.
He's crossed like 3 generations.
Yes, so he's their age. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's their age. So new artists. I definitely like to work with Kenny Lamar, right?
Oh yes.
Because you know what, I like what he does. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to you know what I'm saying, to be.
Yeah.
Like. He like, yo, nah, it's not just one music. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'm gonna do different genres. And I like that. I'm like, yo, he's not afraid. He's not afraid of being different. You know what I mean? He's not forcing it.
Right. And he's, people say that he knows that he's immortal. So he's willing to put it all out there. He's willing to put it all out there because there's no like YOLO. It's some YOLO shit, basically. Yeah. So let's see. We've covered your past, your present. Mm-hmm. How about here's something. What advice would you give to young you? To the you from the dancing days, the hip hop days. There is a small gnat in here.
See, yeah, just
bugging. It's bugging.
Right? Yeah,
it's bugging.
So
don't worry about it.
So this is this
pretend
device.
It's not there.
So honestly, what I get to my young self, right, is listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what you're doing, right? Everybody is not for you. Everybody doesn't see your vision, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, toughen up, bro. Like, bro, don't settle because everybody wants you to settle. You're fine. You was fine. You good. So if you're doing something you enjoy, I'm saying there's people, right? That, they have material things, but they're not happy. So it's like, well, when did you find your happiness? Like, what'd you work for? So in the end, we can't take it with us. You know what I mean? So it's basically like all we have is these memories. That's all we really have. You know what I mean? And I live for, great memories because it's great stories. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, man, like if I die tomorrow, shit. It was something great. Yeah, but right. so if you all you did was go to work, that's all you did. You died with a heart attack. Like, and all you did was work for somebody else. Like, do something, find your, to me, find your bliss. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're here for. That's what God made you for. Your purpose. You know what I mean?
That's a good That's something really good and impactful that you would want to hear today. So we're going to keep that clip, and then we're going to play it in 10 years from now, and we're going to make sure you listen to it.
Oh, yeah. I'll be living that.
Yeah,
I live right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I live right now.
That's still true. That's still true.
Yeah.
I think we've gone over time. We have gone over time. So I'm going to end it here. That was a really insane concert. I mean, that was my first time hearing your music live performance. And I'm really interested in the cassettes that you have in the back to show me. So I can't wait for those. I'm going to talk all about them. And we're going to find a cassette player and put a speaker on it. And we're going to play them here. Anyway, so your social medias. The only social medias he has is YouTube. That's More Vision 09 and Fingers to Fist on YouTube.
Well, I get Instagram.
And Instagram. Instagram. More Vision 09 on Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on Facebook too. You know what I mean? So I'm on Facebook. Is ASAR DieHard, right?
ASAR DieHard, right, on Facebook too. I remember that. I have that.
So
right.
Instagram is More Vision 09.
Let's spell that out so people know.
MOORVISION 09.
09.
Sorry.
Got it. We barely scratched the surface today. I know so much more things we could touch on, and it's like, whoa. Just the stuff we did cover is already exciting. My social media, again, Instagram, Chelly X Chainsaw, CHELLY X Chainsaw. That's Instagram, and you can catch me on Twitch, which I'm still live on. That's Ben from Bajor, BENFROM BAJOR, and that's for my Trekkies. We're going to comedy night now. After this, it's been a pleasure. This is another episode of the Fingers to Fist podcast. Fingers to Fist. Out. Chelly out, yo. This was on.
In this world full of crime, I'm working for the dime. It doesn't make sense. I gotta pay the rent, just trying to make a dent. With these slaves never lynch. People with the problems thinking I'ma be a model. I'm my piece in the bottle. Fuck the streets, been on the bottom with these demons and this goblins.
I can beat them, I can rob them, I can shoot them, I can lob them.
In jail ain't my fear, cause most of my people there, and we don't even care. Fuck the stairs, we can take it anywhere you want. This ain't no game, this is warfare. There ain't no law here, you're all rear. I'm in the front line, this is crunch time. I need some sunshine, this ain't no way to live. I need a way to big. Acting what I really wanted, just trying to feed some stuff.